All right. Okay, let me get myself situated. Okay. Pretty good. I feel like my lights are a little bit too bright. I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? Moodier? I don't know. Just trying to avoid shadows. Hey, P&G. Let me get my glove on. I changed my mind about the gloves I was going to wear at the last minute because I didn't think the ones I picked out was going to match. Got to be matchy matchy. Okay, there. Got my gloves on. And I think the light's okay. Brighter looked better. So more in my face, like this. How's that? Hey, Goog. Hey, Patrick. It's just in my face. Like, it's in my face. And I'm wondering, too, if it shows my wrinkles. I'm starting to get wrinkly, y'all. I'm a woman of a certain age. I've come to accept it. All right, well, we'll just go with audience choice tonight. And we'll just have that motherfucking light in my face. All right. Welcome to the show, y'all. Let me type a quick welcome to the OraCola. Put your question for the universe in the chat. Choose your oracle from the list in the description below and enjoy the show. Okay. Looks good as Norma. It looks good. Okay. All right. We'll just leave it and I'll just be blind. I don't need to see y'all. I can feel your presence. All right. Apollo's giving his drink of approval this evening. I guess we can all have a sip if you got one. Cheers, y'all. Welcome to the OraCola. I'm arcieoracola. I'm going to be your guide this evening for about the next hour as we explore the answers the universe has for us through many oracles that I have at my disposal here in my lovely living room in Austin, Texas. Hi, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. What else? Oh, yeah. It's the last show of 2021. It is the end of December. We have gotten through the whole year. I don't know how. I just kept thinking at any moment the whole thing was going to go down the toilet, but it's still swirling the bowl. So we got a little bit more time in the shit stew. So let me go through the oracles that we have to choose from tonight so you can get to pondering on what kind of questions you want to ask. We have a new oracle this evening. I will get to it at the very end. So hold your breath. All right. Hey, Prance. All right. So we got the card oracle, the tarot, the arcieoracola tarot, and we got the essential oil tarot. It's not a tarot. It's more of a deck. So if you're looking for some plant wisdom, choose that one. If you're looking for some earth energy, we got our daily crystal. And that is going to give you a rock to ponder on. And then we got our fun little one here, the hat of self-care. If you're just looking for something to do nice for yourself, see what it says. It might tell you to do something real pleasant, like it did last time. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We got the good old Revelation Oracle. Now, I'm going to do it different this week. I'm not going to let y'all pick the numbers. I know it still says it in the description. I'm just going to ignore that and edit it later. But what I'm going to do is pull up a random number generator online and just pick the number. And I'm going to do it on my phone so y'all can see I ain't cheating. It's actually the number. And we're just going to let the universe decide. So if you pick any of the oracles that requires you to give page numbers or previously did, you don't got to do that no more. Just tell me what you have for your question and then pick the oracle just like normal. And I will do the rest. All right. So you can do the Revelation oracle if you're looking for some kind of guidance about the apocalypse. And then we got the fan favorite pornicle that you can use for any kind of erotic guidance. Now, remember, when you ask the questions of the pornicle, you have to be stealthy and avoid the censor bot on YouTube. So misspell your words, put in weird asterisks and zeros, and, just make sure that whatever you're typing would not be censored, because it just happens instantaneously. I don't even get to see it. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I choked on my breakfast this morning, went down the wrong pipe, and I'm still trying to hopefully cough up whatever's remaining, because I don't want to have a cough at this time, not with the Necronomicon going around. Don't need to be coughing. Speaking of coughing, she would love to see you in one. This is the Magic Hate Ball. Hey, and she came back from vacation with a makeover. And I don't know. I don't know if I like it. It's awfully shiny, which I do appreciate, but there's knives. There's knives. And she tried to dress it up and make it look like cutesy with some stars and flowers, but I think the knives are what making me feel unsettled. But if you want an answer that's going to definitely not give you any kind of guidance except the wrong kind, then go with the Magic Hate Ball. She's a fan favorite too, for all the wrong reasons. Okay, let's see. I got through that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got our new oracle. Y'all pay attention. I know there's a lot of oracles tonight, but it's the last night of the year, so why not? Or the last show of the year. Okay. Oh, God. See what I'm talking about? Okay. I think it passed. Next up, we have our brand new oracle. This is the Fashion Oracle. So if you're looking for any kind of fashion advice from designers and models and photographers, well-renowned in the fashion world, then you can choose this oracle. It looked like a lot of fun, and we need some fun in our lives. God knows we need it. So that is your new oracle, the Fashion Oracle. If you're looking for what to wear or what kind of attitude to cop while you're wearing it, choose that one. Okay, so I think I got all the oracles, went through all the, yeah, we got a full table tonight, so I better make some room here. I know we have a question in the chat, and I know we have some online, so we're going to have a lot to do once we get rolling here. All right. So before we get started, of course, we got to invite the universe to come sit with us and give its wisdom. And we do that by doing our little ritual. If you have your own ritual right now, it's a good time to crack into it. You don't have to have ritual. It just makes it more fun. So follow along at home, do your own thing, or go to the bathroom. I don't care. So our first thing that we like to do generally is burn the sacred wood. So we'll give some sacred wood smoke, some little white tendrils floating up into the air. There we go. And that's just going to make the air nice and clean and chase away any bad, musty things that shouldn't be hanging around. And yeah, get it ready for the universe, our guest. Just going to let that perfume the air. And then, of course, we got our little bell, our tinkly little bell to send out some good sound waves and vibrations. Also, another way to get the universe's attention, right? Say, we already got the smells going on. Now we got the hearing going on. Just love the way that sounds. It's just so pleasant. Okay. And then we got our little fake UV light here. This is, well, it's an actual UV light, so it says on the package, but it's not from the sun. And this is to purify the air of any pathogens that may or may not be lurking because God knows we don't want no pathogens to bust up our party here. Everybody needs to stay healthy, especially with the Necronomicon going around. Okay. There we go. Yep, if you got it, smoke it or drink it. All of the above, multiple times. I give you permission. You can do all that shit. You can do shit that I don't even know about. I don't need to know. You can do whatever you want. Okay. So let's do our show, shall we? I think I went. Oh no, I forgot. What? One more thing. Our Rich Bitch Witch spray. We're just going to spray that in the air for abundance. And while you're thinking about abundance, if you got any extra abundance for Christmas, you can hopefully kick some my way. You can do that on PayPal or Venmo or in person if you happen to see me in person and you got cash. I'm not picky. But if you're able to donate or give an offering, anything is appreciated. It is not necessary, but always thankful for any that I receive. So put that out there. And I hope you too are abundant in funds and in wealth and in health and all the good things that we want to have in our life. Okay, now we can get started. I think we had a question up here. Okay, that was all about my lights. Okay, Goog has a question. I would like a tarot reading for the rest of my on-call shift, please. Okay, let's find out what is going on for you with the tarot. Just trying to focus on Goog's shift. On call, so I hope that means you get to hang out at the house and do things and not have to go anywhere. Okay, here we go. Ooh, the wands. So it's just a general kind of good, I think it's going to be a good shift. You know, there might be some little things that pop up that you got to wave your wand to make go away. But I think you can spend this time, for the most part, thinking about other things besides work. I think it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Nothing crazy is going to happen. It's going to be a good shift. And even if something comes up, you're going to know how to fix it real fast. So there you go. Let's see. Who else had a question? Patrick, what does the tarot have to say about Gelane Maxwell's impending suicide? Well, I was just as surprised as I'm sure y'all were that she actually got convicted. I was thinking there was going to be some last minute shenanigans or a mistrial. But I guess they needed her to take the fall. You know, people are antsy about this, even though they've really tried to hide it in the press. There are plenty of folks that know what's going on, and they're keeping an eye. And of course, if she takes the fall for some underage teenage girls like that they trafficked, in a lot of people's minds, that's not as awful as a lot of the other shit they definitely don't want you to know they're doing. So, yeah, I feel like it's a soft landing, even though she might get up to 60 years. I doubt she'll see it. Like you said, there may be other plans for Miss Gelane, but who knows? Maybe she'll go to prison, get released early, and then write a book and make $1 million. I don't know. It's weird how that shit works out. But she is a very shadowy figure, and she does run in certain circles. So I would not be surprised if she was on the Clintons' belt at some point in the future. But we don't wish that on anybody. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Basically what I just said. We don't know what's going to happen, but it's a very interesting turn of fate. You know, I think, like I said, I think someone asked me about this trial, and I pulled the swords. And I was like, I feel like this is going to be a beacon of truth. It's going to cut through a lot of the jungle of bullshit that's been fed to us about this stuff's not really happening when really it is. And I think a lot more folks is going to start to see the ground, the ugliness before them. And so I think this might be one of those things, the whole Epstein didn't kill himself thing that went around for a while that was super hot with people. I think was the crack in the box, and now the sunlight is starting to pour in, and pretty soon we shall see what else comes to light. So, P&G, tarot, please, for the new year. All right, New Year tarot. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to think about the new year. I'm still waiting for that other shoe to drop. But I'm going to keep hopeful. I'm going to keep hopeful, and I'm going to try to vibrate higher. I'm just a third dimensional being. I'm doing the best I can. But I'm going to aim for that higher vibration because I really feel like that's the way out. That's the way forward and out into better things. Okay. Tarot for P&G. Ooh, Tower. Okay. So there's going to be some shakeups in the new year, but don't be afraid of them. Remember, whenever the Tower comes down, yes, it was bad, but it gives you a chance to build something better in its stead, or to, maybe that tower was full of asbestos, and hopefully you're not there breathing it. But after the dust settles and you pay some brown people to haul it off, then you might be able to build a really nice building that's a lot better with no asbestos. So think about it like that. But regardless of what happens, there's going to be some shakeups. Just be prepared. Okay. I hope she named some names. That's the thing. They already know all the names. Everybody involved knows. It's just, we don't know. They all know. They all fucking know. Because they was all there at the same time. I mean, it's like if you've been at the same party every Christmas for 10 years, you know who's been walking through. It's just that we don't know. So we are only left to speculate. And speculate is, it's all right, but it doesn't give you the firm closure that you need. But really, at this point, closure. We got other fish to fry these days. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to hop online and check these questions on Instagram. One of them's from my friend Apollodoc, who moved to Germany. Remember, Germany in November. And they got a question in before the country went on curfew or whatever is going on over there. I don't know. It's some fascist shit. It's Germany. Let's see. Go to notifications. Okay. Apollo. Digital request, pretty please. Guidance for a happy birthday and New Year's Eve celebration for Ro this weekend in Prague. That's the partner, I'm assuming. So they're there together. In Prague. Oh, fancy. The porno book. OraCola's Choice. Well, we get to use our number generator. Yep, that's it. So, okay, we're going to get a pornicle for the birthday New Year's Eve weekend. This should be fun. So I pulled this up a second ago. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to generate the number. So it's down here. This was my test run, but I'm going to generate it right now. Boop. 585. Okay. Pornicle, page 585. Let's see what wisdom leaps from the page. 585. Well, you're getting into modern times, so we might see some things that we actually recognize. Let's see. Okay. So 585 is clearly some titty fucking. So I know y'all may not be into that particular activity, but perhaps you can substitute other body parts that have a similar shape for this particular brand of frottage. And let's see, is there anything else happening? Oh yeah, there's some voyeuristic things happening. Looks like, yeah, that's just a real good titty fuck right there. Like he's really into that. So have fun with some booby like things. Oh, is mom here? Hot dogging, I don't know. Putting the Frank between the buns. Maybe that's what y'all got to do. Oh, I love me some pornicle. Oh, and bush biting. Yeah. Okay, so we had another question from Instagram from our friend the Megatex, who often sends us digital questions. Hi, Megatex. Oh, what does the universe have in store for my boyfriend's career in 2022? Tarot. Okay, let's find out what the tarot says. All right. It's hot today. I don't know if all y'all's in Texas that's watching. It's been fucking hot. Like I'm in shorts and a tank top and I turned on the goddamn air conditioner. I've been trying to wait it out, but I was sweating my ass off last night in bed, even with the fan on. I was like, this is ridiculous. And I don't think it's from global warming or none of that horse shit. I'm just saying that it's hot right now in Texas, in Austin specifically. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. All right. Back to Megatex. Boyfriend job 2022. This one, oh, swords. Okay. So he's going to have to go out there and get it. You know, hack through all the bullshit and just get her done. Be very meticulous. You know, make sure that he's very like focused on getting it done and doing it. He's got the smarts, and if he's got the will, then it'll be just fine. But yeah, he's gonna have to buckle down and focus. It ain't gonna fall in his lap. Oh yeah, climate change. You know, I'm an old person, so I got the old vernacular still rattling around in my head, what's left of my brain. It's hard for me to learn new things sometimes. But yes, I've heard climate change. The good old CC. Oh my God. Y'all. What else we got going on? Yay, new oracle. A look for going back to the office after my long vacation. Ooh. All right. Now, the box for this is a little bit ridiculously large for these cards. I'm going to show y'all because it just made me laugh. There's a little booklet in here. And then look how big this fucking box is. They have extra box material just to like hold the cards in place. I think they might have got a sale on these boxes because they was already made for something else that got canceled. And they were like, okay, we'll just make it work. It's cheaper to have the custom insert done than to like manufacture the box that actually fits the cards. That's my guess, but who knows? Maybe that's just shitty design. All right, so we're going to see what fashion oracle is going to be the one for you to go back to the office. These cards are not laminated either, which is very interesting. I mean, they're thick paper, but they don't feel the same as other cards I got. Huh. More cutting corners. All right. And, ooh, okay. This one's funny. Linda Evangelista is your fashion inspiration here. So the card says, you are the most important person on your team. Life is a catwalk, so learn how to work it. Don't get out of bed for less than I would. Love it. I think she was that model in the she was one of them supermodels in the 90s that was famous for saying she would get out of bed for less than X amount of dollars. Yeah. So I would say unless they're like offering you a big fat raise, you need to walk in there and be like, I am not putting up with any of this shit. I'm going to play by my own rules. I'm going to be the boss of this bitch. However way you got to do it. But yeah, center of attention, and maybe something in a tasteful scoop neck. I don't know. I don't know what the dress code's like at your job. Well, there you go. There's the fashion oracle, and you see what you get. Different fashion inspirations. So there we go. I'm gonna leave these out of the box. They're kind of difficult to extract. All right. There was another question. Okay, I'd like a New Year tarot reading too, please. Okay. Let me get a tarot deck. They can only see you from about the chest up. Okay. Maybe you should just start wearing sunglasses every day. Just be quirky like that. Not the super dark ones so that it's creepy, but the kind that gets a little bit tinted. And then you could just be like the weirdo with just the glasses, the different glasses every day. That's a good weirdo to be. Okay, tarot for Patrick. New Year's read. Oh, that's good. The Star. So this is going to be boding well for you. There's going to be some good things coming down the pipe. You're going to have some wish fulfillment opportunities to take advantage of. And yeah, I think it's a good sign. So even if it doesn't seem like good things are happening, they're coming. They're coming. So just be patient and keep at it. Keep the hope alive. There's your answer. Hopefully it won't be catastrophic. And that star was like, you're going to go back to the stars. I don't know. Oh my gosh. So hot, I'm drinking beer. My God. It's about halfway through the show. Should we have a little bit of tea? I only have 2 tea leaves left in the pot because I'm going to start fresh next year. But let's see what we have in here. First tea of the evening. Oh, speaking of the stars, NASA this week hired some religious leaders. I think they said a specific number. It must have a significant meaning. To talk about and brainstorm and think tank about how people would react if they just happened to announce there's aliens. Now, I think they tried this in the 30s and people lost their shit. But we've had a lot of programming between that time and now, like predictive programming in television and movies and even in the media. People are used to the idea of aliens. So I think if aliens showed up, first of all, a lot of people would not believe it was true. They would just be like, this is the moon landing times 2. They make that shit up. I can see the seams in that silicone. And then there's going to be the other people who are like, yes, we knew it. We're not alone in the universe. And what I think might actually be the case is, remember that 80s TV show V? I might even talked about this before. Anyway, it made a very strong impression on me. I think it came out like 84, 85. It was about aliens that came to Earth, and they looked human, and they They were very friendly. They wanted to share their technology with us in exchange for water. They just needed water or something that we had plenty of, and it wasn't going to be a big deal. And anyway, turns out there were lizards underneath all that shit, and they was actually eating us. Like it was a Soylent Green kind of situation. So that ties in with the whole reptilian myth, the whole archon myth, the whole, like, all these different swirling myths about aliens and extra dimensional beings. So that's what I think it's going to be like, but that's just because I think it would be a lot more interesting. I mean, if they're just aliens, like the little gray aliens, that's weird. Wouldn't that be weird? And it's just like little things that just, they don't speak our language, but they're here. Or what if they were just those giant squids from Arrival? I don't know. I don't know if people would accept anything too out of the humanoid. Would have to be humanoid. But yeah, so NASA hired all these people to discuss it, and that has people a titter that means some kind of information is going to drop at some point in the nearish future of the alien variety. So we'll just have to see. I don't know. I ain't hired by NASA. But yeah. The Greys are apparently just cyborg robot slaves. Well, that makes sense. I mean, why not? If you're going to make a robot, why does it have to be metal? Why can't it be flesh? Okay, so there was some tea. Now, y'all got some questions brewing now that I dropped some of that truth. I'm sure. I don't think I have any questions on YouTube. I'm going to double check. I mean, on Facebook. I don't think I have any more on Instagram. No. Nope. Let's see. Nope. I finally got back on Twitter. I say that because I had ignored Twitter for 3-4 years, I guess. I don't know. When my last phone died, and it was on there, but all I ever did was repost shit from Instagram. I hardly ever actually tweeted. But I have this Twitter account, and I'm like, I might as well at least, double post some things over there just to keep it going. So I finally got a new password because that was a holdup. I couldn't remember my password. New password, and I posted. I'm just going to keep posting Instagram shit. I don't know. I don't know if I have time for Twitter. I still ain't downloaded it to my phone. And the phone, oh my God. So my phone, sorry, I'm going to unload on y'all. I have to get either a new phone or I have to switch my carrier because AT&T is not going to be working with this phone no more. Remember the whole phone issue of the summer. So, excuse me. I'm trying to decide if I want to get a new phone. I really don't. But I also don't want to have to go through all the rigmarole of changing my carrier and then have them decide in a year that they're not going to support this phone no more because everything's moving to the 5G. So I got some decisions to make. I've got 4 more weeks before this one gets kicked off the network. So I don't know what to do. I just the thought of going to a cell phone store is just like, ooh. It's like worse than the DMV. It kind of is. And they don't make it nice in there. I mean, it's a chaotic environment. It's terrible. Decor is basically nothing. It's all laminate surfaces and dirty carpet. It's not a fun place to be. They don't even got no place for you to sit down. Terrible. You could get the Jitterbug phone. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, there's my dilemma. Oh, we got another question from PNG. What essential oil should I use? Okay. Let's see. Essential oil for the new year for PNG. Something for that tower moment that seems to be imminent. What should you wear when it all goes to shit? Or smell, or drink, or take? So many options. Okay. Ooh, lemongrass. So this is a one that you can use in a bunch of different ways. So maybe start adding some lemongrass into your diet with some spicier Thai food, or maybe some other lemongrassy kind of things. It's also a good scent if you wanted to wear it as a perfume or diffuse it in the air. It's very fresh. Yeah, lemongrass. There is your answer. It's also kind of pretty, and it lasts a good while, I think, in the fridge. So have some lemongrass. Yeah, thank you. I need some luck. Anytime I'm dealing with technology, I swear, I need all the luck. Who else has a question? If you use Ting, they'll transfer your number and it's all online. We see, what am I gonna do when the fucking when the whole online shit goes away? When that whole thing crashes? Because ain't the cell phone separate, like the cell tower separate from the internet? I think they're different. Yeah, good at soup, for sure. I tell you what, I love me some Tom Cod's, that coconut lemongrass kind of lime soup that you get at the Thai restaurant. Love me that stuff. Okay, Magic 8 Ball. Will Gelane make it through the night? We'll see. Wouldn't it be too obvious though, if she also died mysteriously of suicide while in prison? I don't know if they're brave enough to pull that. Let's see. This one came out clear. Better not tell you now. That's funny. Okay. It kind of went out of view there, but it said better not tell you now. You kind of see the B. Oh, the Magic 8 Ball. Yes. Back in fine form. We had a gentle reprieve last week with Bob Fossil. Magic 8 Ball is back with a vengeance. Vengeance. Okay. Did I lose any questions? Nope, I did not. Yes, hate ball such a bitch. Hate ball. Why you gotta be that way? We got about 22 more minutes left in the show. So if you're watching this now, you can put your questions in the chat. If you're watching this later, any of the wisdom that you receive through this broadcast or rebroadcast is for you when you hear it. So you might have a similar situation, or something might get triggered in your brain while watching the show. The messages are always going to be there. So just keep your eyes open, your mind open, your ears open, everything open. Just keep it open, and you'll get it. You'll get it. I did not write down astrology this week. I just kind of like the basic overview is that we got a new moon coming up on the 2nd, new moon in Capricorn. Venus is just moved into Capricorn, going retrograde near Pluto. Jupiter is just moved into Pisces. It's going to whip through Pisces and get into Aries, and then retrograde back at the end of the year. So there's just a lot of movement. Mars is in Sagittarius, Mercury's in Capricorn, getting ready to go retrograde. Uranus is still in Taurus, causing all the Uranus and Taurus things. Expect some financial shit and some earthquake shit and some volcano shit, just like it's been. Who else? Saturn is in Aquarius. Is that right? Yes. Saturn's in Aquarius, doing Aquarius things. All the technocracy and all that shit that's coming up. What else? Who else? The Venus, Mercury, Sun. Sun is in Capricorn, obviously. Moon moves around too much, but it will be in Capricorn in a couple of days with the new moon. So anyway, there's your astrological overview from the top of my head. I don't know that anything really particularly crazy is going to happen today or tomorrow or the rest of the week. At this point, it's all up there. We don't know. We don't know. Every day is a new surprise. Let me put it that way. Every day is a new surprise. Okay. Who else has a question? Pornicle. For the future of my career, please. Okay. Well, let's go to our number generator. Do, 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 do. Come on. Okay. So there we go. We're going to hit that generate and doop. 397. 397. Let's see what smut's on page 397. 397. Oh, okay. So this is just some vanilla sex. So I would say nothing too crazy. You might need to just take charge of your career and demand what you want. Like that. That's pretty clear that she's demanding it. And he's like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. So maybe just know your worth and know that you are going to be worth it for them to treat you right. And yeah, you can take control. And it's funny, you got one that's in color. Most of these are not in color. So yay. Although it's funny, I guess, correct me if I'm wrong. No, she's got color in her hair. She's just very pale because that was the thing. I was thinking at first she might be a statue, like they got, I don't know if there's a statues back there or ladies in waiting. I can't tell. Anyway, very pale ass in your future. Yes. Okay. Shall we do a revelation? Yeah, she does need vitamin D. Let's do a revelation since it is the end of the year and we don't know what the new year has in store for us. Although there are some ominous signs out there. Things getting crazy. So let me get my number generator up again. So this is first one. So number between 1 and 22. 10. Okay, so 10. Chapter 10 is how many verses? 10 is 11 verses. So, God, I got too much shit around me now. Okay, so between 1 and 11, and generate 5. Okay, let's see what verse 5 says. The book of Revelation, chapter 10, verse 5. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven. And that was it. So there's an angel that's going to lift the hand up to heaven, which seems like there's going to be some apocalyptic craziness. So maybe, like I said, we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. We don't know what's going to happen. Angel's going to lift that hand up to heaven. Is it going to be aliens? We don't know. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I'm just trying to vibrate higher, y'all. That's my advice. Vibrate higher. Just try to better whistling, obviously, but I don't know what else to say. I'll drink to that. All right, y'all. 15 more minutes. I know some of y'all have not put a question in, you looky-loos. You can't leave everybody else to do all the work. So if you got a question, I would put it out there. Shall we do a crystal, since nobody's picked that one yet? See what kind of earth magic we can whip up. Let's see. I don't know what we're going to get, but hopefully something that's easy to find. Actually, I have not been to the rock store in I don't know how long. Months. Maybe it's been a year. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Well, no, it was maybe in the spring. I think it was the spring. Okay. Oh, this one's good. Rose quartz to soothe our aching hearts for all the horrible heartbreak that's coming up. What does it say? Open up your heart. Yeah. We've gotten this one before, I think. But it's a nice stone. It's very lovely. It's easy to find. It's not expensive. I mean, you can get different grades of them. It's that common. You can get it carved into shapes. You could probably find one that's made out like a dildo. Like, I bet there's rose quartz dildos out there. Not that I recommend using them. There's microscopic cracks in there. You could get an infection. But they're decorative. Yeah, so rose quartz. Find some pink rocks and put them in your life. Let's see, who else? Oh yeah, we can do a hat of self-care. Oh, someone else did one. Ha ha! Great minds think alike. Hat of self-care for my husband. Okay. Ooh, take a walk. So needs to go outside more, get some exercise, get some alone time. Try it without any headphones in. I know some people are just addicted to always having some kind of music or podcast going. No, I recommend take that walk without any distractions. Just you or him on the walk. And then just set a time. Like, I want to be gone for 30 minutes if you can manage it. 30 minutes is a good amount of time. I mean, you could also say I'm going to make a couple laps, but it gets boring. Like, just go out on a little adventure. See what's out there. You never know. Might find some interesting graffiti or something worth Instagramming. Okay. Hat of self-care. So we got that one out of the way. I think we've hit all of the oracles. Yep, I think we did. Even the new one, the fashion oracle, which is fun. I'm going to pull a fashion oracle just for us, just so we can see what else is happening in our energetic life in 2022. What do we need to take into consideration to put on our body? Christian Dior. Okay, that's a famous name. Very classic. Fashion is a mantle to disguise doubt. Ooh, very prophetic. Okay. Detail is not important. It's essential. For every dream, there's a dress code. Okay. So this is very much a fake it till you make it kind of fashion advice. Very classic shapes, very French. Still very powerful house these days. You can see their stuff all over. But yeah, I would take that aesthetic into our uncertain 2022 with many possible outcomes. And just know that even if the ship's going down, you can still look good. So that is our fashion oracle for 2022. And I think that is the end of the oracles for 2022 for the general public. Oh, let's do a pornicle. Can't forget that one. We're just doing general ones now. Let's see. So back to 755. and generate. $113. Let's see what page 113 has to say about our collective erotic life. 113. Okay. Well, that's some Adam and Eve type stuff going on there. Looks like there's a snake in the tree, and there's an apple going on, and I don't see a lot of sex, just some nudity. So this is before the Christian Dior was necessary, because they were obviously innocent and did not know they was naked. I think I'm interpreting that right. Yep. It was right before the fall. God damn it. Had to know. They just had to know. Why couldn't we just not ever know? Okay. What does the Revelations have to say about conflict in Ukraine? Well, that just took a turn. Yeah, they have bubble butts because they had everything that taken care. They were perfect. They were perfect in Eden. Absolutely perfect. You don't get a saggy ass till you get out into the real world, because God's mad. All right. Let me get our random numbers. Let's see. Closed it. All right. 22. And so chapter 15. And there's only 8 verses in this one. So let's see what we get. Five again. Verse 5 is where it's at, apparently. Book of Revelation, chapter 15, verse 5. And after that I looked, and behold, the temple of the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven was opened. Okay, so some kind of revelation is going to come out of this whole thing. Hopefully nothing too terrible, but it's definitely going to be exposing some info. Okay. Oh, got an itchy nose. Oh, I got one more tea. One more tea. I don't even have to swirl it. And this one, oh, this one's fun. Van conversions. So there's a lot of people out there, maybe not a lot, but a decent number of folks who live in their van, who literally live in a van by the river, like that old Chris Farley sketch on Saturday Night Live. And they have a lot of different ways to configure the thing, but ultimately you're giving up a lot. You're giving up a bathroom, you're giving up a shower, you're giving up a full, an actual kitchen. You're essentially just making a pallet in the back of the van and building up some storage. And I saw one today. These people had not just a dog, but a dog and a cat. Why would you be traveling down the road with a litter box? I do not know why that would appeal to anybody, but apparently they like it. So, yeah, there's a lot of those folks out there who are putting tens of thousands of dollars into converting some kind of van so that they can live this romantic, nomadic lifestyle, shitting in Walmarts and showering at truck stops. So good on them. I look at it and think, that might be okay for like a day trip. Like if, you wanted to go to the river and have some place to take a nap and maybe like fry up a little bit of fish on your little like camping stove, fine. But like living on the road 24/7 in a van, not for RC. Nope, not for RC. Oh yeah, you could stay at RV parks, but that costs money. A lot of people are trying to save money by living this lifestyle, so they're camping out at Walmart. Apparently that's one of those few places you can actually like park overnight and you won't get run out of town. A guy named Dan who lives in a van. Well, hopefully Dan's having a good time in the van. I don't think I would, but that's just me. Good on Dan. Okay. We have 5 more minutes left in the show this evening. If you have any kind of question that's just sticking in your craw that you got to get out, chop, chop, now's the time. I do have a very special end of the year lottery card that we can scratch off. I redeemed my winning ticket from a couple of weeks ago, so I was able to purchase another ticket. And what else? What else? Oh, yeah. We will be back next year, Wednesday. Same thing. I want to keep doing this. Even though y'all are the ones that mostly tune in, I want to keep doing it because I just feel called to. I feel called, and y'all are always going to be here for me, even if you're not actually here. You're there in my heart and in the universe. And so, yeah, I'm just going to keep on this mission. And if you have friends that you would like to invite to come along for the ride, people who you think might enjoy this content, then please share the information with them. You can send them a link. All of these shows are uploaded immediately onto YouTube as soon as they're finished. So very easy to send a link. I think I'm going to work on some shorter content, maybe just cutting down some of the episodes to like little sound bites because people have very short attention spans. I know an hour is a lot to ask. So I might be doing some of that in the new year, but I'm going to keep on it. I'm going to keep on it. And we'll hopefully be here every Wednesday to be together and try to make sense of this crazy world that we're living in. So thank you all so much. I do appreciate it. Yes. You got a minute for a question, but I think I'm going to have to start scratching off this ticket. Give me a quarter. What year is this? It's a good year? Can't tell. Oh, sorry. I can't even read a quarter no more. That's how old I am. I can't even tell what year that is. Well, it's one of them state quarters, so it's not too old. All right, whatever. I give up. All right, let's see if we got lucky with our lottery card scratch off ticket. Says reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize for that symbol. So we're just looking for money bags. So this is one of them symbolic ones. Well, one more. Oh, bummer. So we got a pot of gold, we got a horseshoe, we got a bell, we got a 7, we got a key, we got a star, but we did not win a money bag. Womp, 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 womp. There it is, 2021, a disappointment all around as a year. I know you're still here, Al. I do appreciate it. Well. So we have come to the end of 2021. All I got to say, y'all, is no matter what happens, we can always vibrate higher. We can always pick the high road. We can always choose to be the best human that we can possibly be in the moment. No matter what we're facing, no matter what horrible shit the man is throwing at us, we can be better. And so let's go into 2022 thinking about ways to be better and ways to accept what we have in our lap and take it and make something, transmute it. Basically, we need to transmute this pile of shit that we're in, because ultimately, if we sit back and do nothing, it's just going to keep getting worse. We really do have to, I think, focus our energies on, how do I say this without pissing off anybody? We need to stand up for what's right. We need to always stand up for what's right and not be swayed by the evil agendas that are trying to make us do the wrong thing. We all know what's right. All of us moral folks, we know. So let's try to vibrate higher and do what's right in 2022. And yes, we'll see how this all plays out. Okay. I'm gonna ask Karen for one more parting word here. What does she say about 2022? Her and her little knives, her new knife earrings or whatever they are. Let's see. It says, reply hazy, try again. Well, there you go. 2021 was something, and we get to do it all again in 2022. But once more with feeling. Hey! Y'all have a great evening. I will see y'all next time. Happy fucking New Year. Stay safe out there from the Omenecronomicon and all the other evils that are out to plague you and make your life miserable. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, a very safe weekend, and I will catch y'all next time here on the OraCola. Bye. Do, do, do. In the stream.